Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're back at the Volvo. Today's the day we might be able to pull this. I got a couple little odds and ends here and there I gotta do before we can pull it. Like I gotta figure out this computer and this wiring. A little bit more wiring over here. Gotta disconnect all this before we can yank it off onto the engine. And then a couple little odds and end lines down here and just in through here. Just gotta go through. Check everything, make sure it's all disconnected. I got fuel lines to disconnect too. But yeah, little by little, we'll get there. So looking at this computer, it looks like the wiring runs underneath, over the alternator, and then underneath the main crank pulley. And it bolts down and under here to wherever else. So I'm thinking probably the easiest way to do this is probably just to take off this dismount it off the bracket and just put it on the engine and pull it with it. Alright, computer's on the engine. And looking at it from over here, I have this O2 sensor to undo, as well as this ground. And I think everything on this side of the engine should be unplugged and good to go. Okay. This O2 sensor unplugged. I was checking this out. This comes across and down into my engine, and that's like a whole plethora of wiring things. I'm trying to decide if it'd be easier to disconnect everything here, pull it out, and leave it off to the side, pull out later, or if we just go inside, pull it out, and snake everything out through this hole. I'm pretty sure this is what would be easier. So I'm just gonna go inside and work on that for a little bit. Alright, so down in here, by the starter, this branch right here, this is what I was talking about, that wiring harness that came down through the engine. It looks like one part runs to the starter, the other part runs up here to the battery and to the rotor cap. Not the rotor cap, that's the distributor. And then other parts run off towards the air conditioning and the alternator. So it's definitely going to have to come up through the firewall. If I can pull off that heat shield, it might make things easier, but I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so distributor, positive terminal, and wherever the negative terminal went, it's all on the, oh, there it is. It's all on the engine. This is all, should be good to go. These hoses run down to the evaporator canister. Let's throw those down there, out of the way. We got a fuel line back in here. Ooh, that looks like heater core, maybe? Gotta get rid of those. And after the heater core and wiring harness, whole thing should be ready to come out after motor mounts. The only trouble is I'm not a very gifted person when it comes to electrical work, so this is going to take some time. Okay, so I think I'm going to do next, I'm going to go ahead and force myself to get in there, tinker with this firewall stuff. There's a handful of stuff that's got to come out. Let's see. Actually, this hose, let's see if we can't give this a good yank. Both of these hoses, actually, where does this one go? Oh, yep. This hose just runs over here. Yeah, we can go ahead and just chunk that right off. There's a hose gone. And then this other hose, just chunk that as well. if it'll let me. Yep. I can just pull that back through the firewall, and that'll give us more space to pull crap through here. Alrighty then, so here we are underneath the passenger side of the dash. This hose yanked out of the cruise control. Go ahead and just pull that down and out. Don't know where that wire goes. I don't know where a lot of these wires go. This is the air conditioning system. We pulled that apart a couple days ago. Yeah, that gives us a lot more room. Let's see, this is gonna have to come unplugged. Fuel pump relay. I might need to keep that actually. Well shoot, that's the fuel pump relay. How much of this harness do I need to keep? Damn it. There's a lot of this harness I need to keep. I need someone who specializes in this crap. Well then I guess that means we're undoing a lot of this crap, trying to fish that harness out. Great. Positive terminal, out. Okay, update. So far I've got this wiring harness out from underneath the engine. I just need to pull it up and through. I need to move this bracket, and then this is my fuel line right here. I'm going to go ahead and take that off right now. Tuck the fuel line out of the way, and have a little bit more space to start tucking wiring out of the way for. Holy crap, this wiring harness sucks so much. So there's that second wire running to the bottom. I gotta figure out how to get that out. Alright, I finally got this bracket off. Took a lot of WD-40 and a lot of effort, but I did it. Yeah, I think next step is just going to be figuring out how to fish all these wires up and through this intake so we can pull it off to the side. But let's go ahead and give that a try. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the engine wiring harness. Out and good to go. Oh, what a mess. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do here today. No one else came to help me, so I guess I'm just gonna call it done for now. So I got the computer out, I got the wiring harness all removed from the engine. And later on we can go through, clean it up, keep what I need, and put the rest back on the engine to sell it with. I also did a bunch of little odds and ends, plugs, getting wiring on. Pretty much all we need to do is motor mounts and the heater core hoses, and this engine's out. Heater core hoses are loosened off, so those should come out as we pull the engine out. It should not be that big of a deal. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap that up. I'm just going to spend a minute or two here in the shop. So I got some things I want to work on for next video. What was that? Oh. Magnet tray. There we go. Alright. I'm going to pick these up too and throw these away. So yeah. I think today was successful. I didn't get the engine pulled out, so it wasn't immensely successful, but I'm gonna call it a win in my book, because that wiring harness would have been needed, but then that wiring harness would have needed to have been done sooner or later. So to do it now is just a lot more time we saved than having to do it later when we're trying to get the engine out. And I got several guys here counting on me and my time. But yeah. I think next week I'm gonna try and do a little bit of motorcycle prep. It's starting to get a little warmer. Maybe we'll clean it and do like some basic maintenance, check oil, spark plugs. Everything should be fine on it. Just maybe just like a nice cleaning the motorcycle video. Just not something nice and short and sweet for next week. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for today. Thanks for watching, and guess we'll catch you guys next time.